Hey there, people of the interwebs. My name is Brandon Noel. Now, I've been having a lot of problems with my camera. I thought I fixed it because I updated the software. I had done a sketch cover of Peggy Carter. This one can't really see that, really proud of. I recorded the whole video, and that video is compromised. It don't play. So I like this Peggy Carter. It was a real fun painting this Peggy Carter. But we're going to do another Peggy Carter sketch. One that you can actually see, and hopefully this video will work. So yeah, it's a Peggy Carter. I really do love Peggy Carter. She's a fun character. She's a character whom, honestly, I'd kind of forgotten about from the comics. And then the MCU really made her something special. And every once in a while, I will say the movies do improve on something from the comics. It doesn't happen often. More often than not, the movies let down. Marvel, not so much. Marvel movies are great. But I don't know if you can hear that, but that was like my neighbors. Something crazy is going on with them. That's not uncommon. One morning I woke up from a phone call from my mom asking if I was okay because there were police outside my house. So I woke up and I was like, "What? You're crazy?" He's like, "No, I just drove by your house and there's cops outside your house." Well, okay. So I got up, walked outside, and sure enough, there were police outside my house, and my driveway was marked off as a crime scene because my neighbor, high on meth, threw a Molotov cocktail at an individual, not my neighbor, but an individual who knew my neighbor was high on meth and threw a Molotov cocktail at my neighbor's front door. Tried to set the house on fire. And inadvertently caught himself on fire and ran down the street, and pieces of him were laid across out the street. And so part of this gentleman was his clothes or some evidence was literally in my driveway. And so cops had that secured off as part an active crime scene. You know, the moral of the story is please support me on Kickstarter or support me on Patreon so I can move. That's the moral of the story. Yeah, that happened. Anyway, back to Peggy, the life of an artist. Back to Peggy Carter. She's a character whom Haley Atwell absolutely loved. I fell in love with her performance and the character, and every time she showed up in any of the Marvel films, her cameo in Ant-Man, her cameo in Civil War, her cameo in Age of Ultron. Every time she showed up, it's usually broken me. Like she's Steve's love, and I'm really glad that they got to spend, like, he went back in time and got to live his life with her. Like, I thought it was a great way to pay off that character. I'm a big Captain America fan, and Cap's always been one of those characters that they've done right in those movies. I did a sketch of Cap, but for 4th of July, I'm leaning into Peggy Carter. I'm just feeling the Peggy Carter of it all. I really do hope they, do a 3rd season of Peggy Carter, or, I know it's been a while, but even give her own movie. I'd love a Peggy Carter film. I didn't care for the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series because it didn't feel like this. It didn't feel like the Starango comic book. It didn't feel like what I knew Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to be and what it could have been. I didn't follow the series all that much though, because I did stop pretty early on when I was like, well, this isn't for me. But Peggy Carter I absolutely loved. Just having a little fun. Big fan of noir, and you can do a lot with just shadows. Turn it upside down because I want everything to run this way and not risk running over the actual figure I've already painted. I work primarily with just ink and watercolor. And this is wash. It is watered down ink, if I can get the lid off. So it gives me a gray. Why do I want that? So I can give it kind of a noir shadow. Makes no sense because that means the light source is coming from the inside of a building to do volation lines like that, but it's alright. Reference photo again. Gonna mute it, put the shadow a little bit. There you have it. Peggy Carter, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Again, this is the second Peggy Carter I've had to do. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Please be safe. Stay home. Don't go out. Just don't go out. Stay home. Be a responsible adult. It's not worth it with COVID. Just be a responsible adult. Stay home. You know, if you want to have a get together, there's Skype, there's Zoom. You know, there's more responsible ways to be an adult than going out and risking yours and other people's lives. I walked into work the other day, and currently I work at a casino, and a guy asked me, you know, hey, what's the best thing to do right now? And I said, go home. I looked him right in the face. I said, go home. We were both standing in the parking lot. I said, you're risking your life to gamble. It's not worth it. Go home. And he looked at me and said, I get what you're saying. He goes, but I'm going to go in there. I'm going to play $1,000. I was like, all right. He's like, just $1,000. I'm sitting there going, like, you're risking your own life. You're risking the lives of employees. Just go home. It's not worth it. You know. Alright, with that cheery note, please like, subscribe, share the video, comment, you know. If your favorite femme fatale is not Peggy Carter, let me know. Maybe you're a Miss Fury fan, or you know, who's your favorite Emma Pill, you know, maybe, you know, who's your favorite female spy noir kind of detective character. So, alright, with that said, love you guys. Hope you enjoy these videos. Like, subscribe. Once again, the Patreon is patreon.com/DestinyComics, and the website is destinycomics.com.